Let me stream on Discord. She's cute.
She's tiny.
She's cute, man. Look at her. She's the first survivor with her shader in her original costume. Her voice is a lot deeper than I thought it would be.
Is it me or her face look big?
It's round.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's about the same as. If anything, her face should be smaller than the other female survivors. I think it's just because it's round.
Or just maybe her hair is just too
small. Not enough volume. Yeah, look at how small she is in her picture. Like, it's so funny. Like, when she looks so small compared to everyone else. She's a petite girl. Okay, let's figure out how this works. Oh, it's a new map and stuff. Oh yeah, okay, look at this. Look at the top right, the top left.
operator. Wow. Can we kite Ivy with that?
The thing is, I don't think it shows the hunters. Why is my cursor still showing up? Excuse me, that's illegal. What the heck? Why is it? Whatever, you guys have to. I guess we're dealing with it. Can she? Okay, this is the. Me rebind her
You
buttons.
get to take the percentage of the cipher.
Steal coding. There's 2 charges of a skill only. Okay, where is the hunter?
He runs so slow.
I think it's just because I'm lagging. So automatically I go invisible when I'm near a hunter. I don't understand what this does. Okay, let me read her skills. I didn't look at character info again. I forgot.
I don't know.
This is so cool.
You can zoom in? Oh wow. This looks like fucking Valorant.
Oh, this is her. This is a fake out skill. Oh, okay. Oh, which means that her skill is completely passive. It's like Jack. Everything is like tied to a cooldown. You don't need. You can use it even when you're not invisible, but there's no point. Interesting. Can you go on slopes? Oh yeah, I can. How far does it go? Not that far.
Alright.
Let me turn on the AI. So when she starts decoding a cipher machine with I see going from me away. They changed the cipher sounds. They changed the cipher sounds. Oh, is that new? Like this is normal, but the state beforehand, I think they changed it. So she has no sound cues at all.
Your stream is lagging on my end. This goes.
Yeah, when she starts the cipher, okay, let me steal it. So you can steal decoding progress. Wait, she has a decoding buff or? Oh no, it's just when. Okay, yeah, it increases by 20% when you're stealing somebody else's cipher machine. And it automatically disconnects when when a survivor touches the other cipher machine. There's no point of doing it with an AI. Oh, then. She seems super weird. Like her skill is not really that useful. At least I haven't really managed to experience it with in a hunter's POV yet. A switch map. Does she get Terror Shock if she gets hit while invisible? No, she does not.
Unlike someone.
I mean, that was back then when they were actually trying to balance the survivors. Yeah, it's like as long as the cipher has below 10% decoding, right, it will automatically pop up 10%, which is quite good. But the thing is that survivors cannot decode the same cipher as you. She has a vaulting buff, it seems. Oh, is that my persona? I think that might be my persona. Let's find out whether she will. I think she will though, because it's mentioned in the video. If you do any like active actions like vaulting a window or throwing a pallet down, right, it will kick you out of the state. The audio is not having it. Like there's something wrong with the audio after the update. Okay, let's see. If I vault this pallet, will it disappear? Yep. And then it goes on to a 40-second cooldown. The audio is like... The audio is really messed up for some reason. Why am I hearing ciphers? Oh. I can hear ciphers for some reason. Is this just Faro Lady or is it everyone? What cipher am I hearing? Am I watching something? What the heck? Is anyone wearing headphones? Can you hear what I'm saying? Am I wearing my headphones backwards?
What? I can also hear it in your stream.
You can also hear it, right?
Yeah.
It's like the audio is really messed up. Like, you guys can hear it, right? Like, even though I'm like right here in the center, the audio is like to the right. I mean, yeah, to the left, I mean. They broke something with the audio. It's like the audio quality like dropped as well. Like, this is... I don't know why it's so loud when I'm this far away. Like, you notice how like the certain sounds, right, for like cipher machines, like when it pops, right, it's like super muffled. but then the decoding sounds are perfectly fine. Same with the heartbeat. When I'm like the heartbeat sounded like really muffled when you're close. This sound, like this cipher sound, I'm assuming now that we know that the audio is really broken, I'm assuming that this audio actually exists. It's just that it's usually very quiet. Yeah, like what the heck is wrong with the audio? Turn on cooldowns. Oh, it has no cooldown. You can use it multiple times. Maybe she can hear the cipher progress better than other survivors from afar. That'll be a... Ooh. Acid? Question mark? You lost the smell and taste, so you can hear better. Or is it? That's maybe I should switch to a different survivor and see how it is. It doesn't matter, does it? It's like the audio balancing is like really broken. Like you notice how like the audio is like not having it. It's pretty far away first. Like for some reason it's so loud, the heartbeat.
Cypher's still loud.
Loud, yeah. And you notice how in this stage it switches from the left to the right. Still broken. Yeah, I think it's just glitched. Like the audio directioning is like not working. But anyways, that's a glitch. So I'll just switch back to Faro Lady real quick. What else do we need to test on her? Because I feel like there's actually not a lot we can really test on Faro Lady. Like you see how like the heartbeat like doesn't transition. Like when I first get the heartbeat, it's like really loud, and it becomes super soft. Thus, dropping in her magic stick takes her out of it. Okay, let's find out. Ouch. What is that? Is she? What the heck is that? Okay. I guess she's some sort of person. Is either persona or. Oh, come on. And I can't skip the thing as well. Because it's passive. Dude, so frustrating.
It doesn't make a nightmare mark disappear, right?
Yeah, that's it. Okay, so if I drop now, no, it doesn't. She doesn't get kicked out of the state. But vaulting does. I don't know, I feel like she's is she kind of bad? because 40 seconds for this type of thing is really. Can you send trails from above the wheel? Let's find out. You can.
Wow.
But can you send it through Windows? You cannot. That's cool.
How about palette?
Palette. I mean, pull down palette, right?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Nah.
Because the thing is just it's still considered an obstacle. As long as it's considered an obstacle, right, it will not go through. But then if it's like a drop down, right, it can work. I feel like she needs the same button as what's her name, Gardener. Where it's like you can choose to turn it on and off, the skill. Then I think that will make it a lot better. You know what would be funny? One thing you can kind of do with her, right, is that when the hunter is nearby, you go into and you're off and you don't have the cooldown, right? You can just like hide behind something and be like, I'm going that way, and then just go and just hide. If you like them releasing a decoder. The only problem is that she's not really a decoder. Like, she's kind of a decoder, but like, she's not decoding. Like her decoding like passive, right? It's not like they called Shack Cottage. I just realized, what the heck? Cottage, Christmas tree. Oh look, we have official terms for it now. Cottage, Christmas tree, center field, container, ruins, water tank. A junkyard and factory. That's cool. We have official terms for it now. Let's try and test her another map. On Sacred. Oh my god, Sacred.
That's a lot of ruins.
The minimap's updated. Yeah. And apparently they also oh, I should test this later. They also updated some of the map hitboxes. Yeah, the audio balancing is so wrong. Anyways. Hospital statue. Okay, this statue. What the frick is that? Decrepit cottage. We're sticking with ruins. Abandoned statue. Abandoned statue? It's just the one in the lonely statue, I guess. Map hitboxes. So basically, like the hitboxes of like certain like objects in the map. Like you see this. It's basically like the invisible thing that makes it so that survivors can't run through it. Yeah, I kind of so weird. How's Evelyn so far? Weird, because it's like she was kind of what I was like kind of afraid of, where she was a survivor that was like not good at anything, but can does everything decently, but she's not really great at anything. I mean, her skill's pretty cool though. I think she'll be quite fun to play. Evelyn seems like a fun part, but not really a strong one. Yeah, she's like, I don't know, she's in that weird spot. Kind of like Fire Investigator in a way. But at least Fire Investigator, you can tell what he's supposed to do. Evelyn is like, what the heck? So since I touched the cipher, she can't decode it, right? I was wrong. I think it's not that they can't decode it, it's just that I think what the debuff was talking about, right, was that if the survivor touched the connected cipher, right, it will like cancel the... My god, that heartbeat really jump scared me. Would you say she plays similar to Magician but with more stuff? I feel like Evelyn plays more like First Officer. But honestly, she's kind of unique in a way because like I can't really place her on either because she has her own unique kind of kiting style, I feel, because I mean her skills are really so weird. Let me steal that. It's like you can steal multiple ciphers percentage, it's so funny. Can we get someone to play Hunter? I don't know if there's anyone playing a server right now. Let me go and check. What the freak? The cipher popped, right? And even though I was out tab, I heard the cipher pop, but I only heard the cipher pop. That was so weird. A DV something you for real. I like her decoding. Her decoding. Her decoding passive though. I think it's really nice. But it's like what? She's weird. Like she has no like control over her skill, which kind of sucks. Like the fact that her skill is passive, right? It's making it very difficult. It's like you see, I guess you're supposed to like. How do you? Like I don't like I don't understand what's the point of having the exposure bar, right? When you can't even control when control when you want the thing to be going up or down. Like if they made it so you can turn the state on and off, and it has a passive 40-second cooldown, then I don't mind. But the thing is that right now, right, it's just that when you're near, the passive goes up, and if it goes up, it goes off the cooldown, right? But the thing is that there's like, why am I not getting Kabi anymore? What the heck? What the freak is wrong with the audio? Yeah, but see, like right now her passive is like, if she goes near, if she's in like a radius around them, right, they will, the exposure, you will turn invisible and the exposure bar will go up, and once the exposure bar is full, right, it will cancel the state and she will, and there'll have to be like a 40-second cooldown. But the thing is that like, since you have no control over it, right, tell me in what situation will you actually like ever need the exposure bar? Like, I don't know, it just seems so redundant to me. It's like, what's the point of having this exposure bar when like any sane hunter will like, even if you mind game, right? Even if you mind game with the exposure and they follow the wrong trail, right? You are still not going to get far away enough for the exposure bar to really go down all the way, you know? It's like, what's the, like, maybe they follow that path, right? But if you follow this path, right, they're still going to be in the fail radius, and the bar will still go up, and they will just double back, and your exposure bar will just go all the way up in 40 seconds again. Like, I don't know, there needs to be, I feel like, to make her seem more fun, right, she needs to have some sort of control over the passive. It's like, I think it'll be so much more fun, right, if you could turn it on and off. The on and off has a short cooldown, but if she was able to turn on and off, like toggle on and off the invisible state, right, to manage, so you have to like kind of micromanage the exposure bar, I think that would be a lot more fun. And I feel like that will also make her skill a bit more like intuitive. Because right now she has the same problem with Ripper, but it's worse because her passive cooldown is 40 seconds. Like Ripper's Foggy Blade is like every like is it 15 seconds? I can't remember. I think it's 15 seconds. But it's like every 15 seconds he gets the Foggy Blade and he has no control over it. Like whether he wants to use it or not. This is the same situation with Evelyn. But hers is 40 seconds long. So it's worse. Yeah, so it's like, right now I feel like she's definitely needs some sort of balancing before she's released. If not, she's like, no one is gonna play her. I mean, I can tell already that like she's definitely more on the Kiter side. Like she's not a rescuer. She has a 100% rescue debuff. One thing that I want to know is that when she's in the invisible state, right, does she still emit sound? But I can't really test that right now because I have no one to test to. And Pippi isn't free right now, so... Wait, so the invisible passive only works when she's being chased on the hunter. Basically, the way the invisible state works, right, is that if you don't even need to be looked, you just have to be close to the hunter. Yeah, so when the you see when the hunter is near, so when the hunter is near, right, she automatically goes into the invisible state and the bar will just go up. Which is like, so what happens, right, if you are not if you're hiding from the hunter and then you go invisible and you leave the giant blue shit on the floor, the giant the patch of blue glitter on the floor, and you just expose yourself. Like, cause look at this. Let me turn invisible. Like, once she turns invisible, right, she has the blue color patch. Then what if you just like hide? What if you're trying to hide? No. Like, if you're sneaking, like, you see, it's still like, look at this. Like, it's like, I don't know, it's like she needs some sort of control over her skill. Cause it's like, look, wait, let me try, like, if you're, imagine you're behind a thin wall, right? Like, look at this. Imagine you're trying to hide here, right? You can see the freaking blue patch through the wall. It's, it's like, it's so weird. It's like, I don't know. She doesn't seem strong at all. Maybe in tight spaces. And the thing is that, like, her skill technically only really works in, like, a very... I mean, it can work in tight spaces, but it's a little bit more... It's a bit difficult. Like, maybe the applications will be something like this. It's like, you're running here, right? Then, imagine I'm invisible. Then you do this. But I think that you see how it hits the... Oh wait, what? It went through the wall. That's weird. Like, you see how it ends like so early? Like, you're not gonna make that much distance. How does the Faro lady play? That's the problem right now. The problem right now is that the way she plays is like, since her skill is like on a, it's a passive and it has a 40 seconds cooldown. It's like very difficult to like play her optimally. Like, there's no control over her skill. It's just like when you get near to a hunter, she goes into the invisible state. And then there's not much you can do afterwards. It's just like you have 2 charges of this the one where you send out the fake pathway. Which is very fun in concept, but look at how short it is. Like, yeah, she needs some sort of toggle on her skill. And not only that, right? Why does she only have 2 charges? Like, can they make it? I feel like it's better if they made it. Oh, cute bird. Hi, bird. Anyways, what was I talking about? Oh, yeah, the charges. I feel like they should make it more like what's the name? Cheerleader or priestess, where it like charges up. Maximum it can have 2 stacks. And it takes a very long time to charge up. But I feel like if it's only 2 charges, right, it's very difficult. MG Games, welcome to the stream. Hey! How does this even correlate to abilities? Yeah, I thought she would have some sort of RNG skill. I mean, technically she has some sort of like luck-based skill, whether the hunter follows the correct path or not. It's like invisible, then you just... Whoa! But it's like the moment you start curving, they already know, like, it's very obvious. What do I think about S tier? Morpheus vestibule. Also, I feel like she looks a lot nicer in purple compared to green. Literal luck based, which I don't mind, by the way. Luck based is like, I find it pretty fun, honestly. But the thing is that this tough. I hate how little control you have over her skill. It's just like when it's near, you turn invisible. When you are far away, when you uncloak, you not only let the hunter know where you are, but you also, it's just based on how close she is. Like, this sucks. Like, okay, if it was based on how close it is, but I feel like you should still be able to turn it off and on. Like, what if you are decoding a cipher near someone who is being chased, and then your passive is just going off and it goes 40 seconds, boom, and it's just like wasted, right? Like, you can just run in a straight line and be like, yeah, I don't know how this will play. And she's gonna be really bad on mobile, because like it will be very obvious which trail is the real one and which one is the fake one, since mobile doesn't have like the ability to like move in like very straight lines. They can, it's just a very difficult compared to PC where you just press one button. You don't know what a Faro lady is? A Faro lady is basically a woman of like high status that gambles. That's to put it in like very simple terms, I guess. Yeah, right now she seems very too passive. Her skill is like too passive. I would love this if she had that toggle and an on and off, right? I would love her. Because it's just like I don't know, I like the mind games like kind of thing. But the thing is that like right now, since it's so passive, it's just not practical. It's not, I don't think it's that practical, and it's a little like boring to say, because it's like, okay, you go close to them and you turn invisible for a set amount of time until you just cannot be invisible anymore because it's a passive, and you have no control over when you want it to work and when you don't want it to work, which like restricts so many other possibilities you could do. And 2 charges only. After the 2 charges, right, you don't even lose the cane, so you can't pick up new items. It's like, how do you say, right now I feel like the problem with her is that also, since she has that rescuing debuff, right, her skill, she has a very devastating rescuing debuff, honestly. That rescuing debuff is no joke. It's like 100% slower. She might be planning to lead. I mean, in concept, the skill is fun. It's just that right now I feel like she could be more fun if they just did something else. If they just did something with the passive. Am I still gonna get her skin? I don't know anymore, honestly. I mean, like, I really do like her S tier though. Like, I like the fact that she has like it's been a while since we've gotten an S tier with a more tight fit dress, and also she kind of has like a veil that is kind of like it kind of has the vibe of like a big rimmed hat, which I really like. Also, the theme of the essence is also back to being like more of like the food chain kind of insect animal kind of thing, which I like. But the costume doesn't really shout it, like doesn't really feel like it. shows. I love how they broke the gold and red team. Usually when they I don't know, it's like they broke the red and gold team, but at the same time, right, she's just Morpheus Vestibule 2.0, which is Ivy's S tier. Like the type of cut of the dress on the top half, right, it's literally the same. It is literally the same thing, except that Morpheus Vestibule has like the ruffles and Faro Lady has the like the fur. The difference is that the bottom half on Morpheus Vestibule, right, she has like the A cut A line. It's like a just like a shorter skirt. While on Faro Ladies, it's a more of a tight fitting dress. Hi Show, welcome to the stream. And I don't get it. He's fine. We're just vibing anyways, talking about how she's fun, but I know, not fun at the same time. She's fun because you can mind game. But she's not fun because you cannot control much about her mind game. It's like the only thing you can do right now is like send the freaking thing in the direction while you're invisible and hope the hunter is dumb. Also, if anybody plays like Cookie Run Oven Break here, the Fire Lady's S tier costume, right, reminds me of Truffle Cookie's super epic costume. The one where she has the teal hat and the jacket with the tight fitting dress. But that's only if you play Cookie Run Oven Break. You gamble with the hunter and hope they are as high. Is it for real? Do you think she's good? Decent. She's so... I feel like she's very mid. Because it's like... I mean, technically she could work in certain situations. But the thing is that, like... The only time you really use that skill... It's just an inconvenience. It's just an inconvenience for the hunter. Like, she turns invisible. Then it's just like, it makes her difficult to chase. Yeah. That's about it. Does it feel like Pocket Watch Mind Game? Yeah, kind of similar. It's like, to an extent, it's similar to Pocket Watch Mind Game because you can technically do this. I have been doing this against First Officer for since he was released, where you don't even follow the image. My eyes are just looking at the floor and following the path, like the trail that he leaves behind. So technically, this type of like counterplay is... It hasn't been... It's not new, basically. You see, like that will be a cool mind game. I hope trailers work. Like, you see, if I do this right, then the hunter it will be difficult for the hunter to tell where I'm going. But I just wish that it wasn't a passive because this requires me. You see, this is the problem. This requires me. This type of mind games, right, requires me to be invisible. But the thing is that because you have no control over when you want to be invisible and when you don't want to be invisible, there's going to be so many times where it's like, oh, I could have. It's like, oh, I can mind game here. But the thing is that I am not invisible anymore. So it's just like follow her. You know, like I don't know. It's like not very optimal. Also, by the way, when you get out of the invisible state, right, or when the exposure bar is all the way up, it will actually notify the hunter where you are. Switch map. Like the hunter will get a notification on where you are. this. Oh, you can still see me. Yeah, and not only that, since you get kicked out of the state when you're by the way, when you... Oh, that's another problem, I guess. When... Imagine it's like you just got near to the hunter, right? And the first thing you do is a vault window, and then your invisibility just disappears. And it goes on a 40-second cooldown. It's like... I don't know, she just doesn't work. Like, I don't know, she just doesn't work. Like, the hunter gets close, right? And the first thing you do is, like... The first thing... What happens is you turn invisible, and the first thing you do is vault window, and then boom, your invisibility is 40 seconds. Also, she's definitely... I feel like she's more of a 3-9 user than a flywheel. Okay, imagine I'm invisible, right? Then I'm like, I'm going down. You know, but the things that you can't control it, so it just goes in a straight line. Old geisha house. What the frick? Old geisha house. Does it seems to slide. Like, if I put it at an angle, does it move? No. Oh, you see? Oh, that's cool, that's cool. Do you see how it slides? Because it seems like the way they are pathing it is like, literally like a survivor. You see, if I move in this angle, right, I'll get stuck. But if I move at like an angle like this, right, you see how I slide? So if I do it like this, right, technically can I do this? Ah, look at it. See, if I do this, it should stop. Or not. That's cool though. You see how the path is like... Or like... That stops. Oh, because it got stuck. It got stuck here. It got stuck in this gap here. So technically, right, I can make this trail turn the corner if I do it like this. You see? That's cool. It's gonna get stuck. Or not. Oh yeah, it got stuck. It got stuck on the pallet. Is this why they updated the map hitboxes? Does wax expose a position? As in getting frozen or just getting hit by it? If you mean getting hit by it, then probably not. Medina, she ain't that fun. The thing is that she is fun, but the thing is that like because her skill is locked on a passive, right? It makes it like kind of makes it like not intuitive and not like interactive enough. What's the side button? Decoding. You see how there's a cipher? I can steal a cipher's decoding basically. So it's like while decoding, right? I can be like, I'm gonna take the cipher. You see, it's going down, right? And when it's going down, I get a 20% increase on decoding speed, but I'm stealing another cipher's progress. Yeah, this passive is very useful in endgame. So her primary role decoder are sustained. That's the thing. We don't know her primary role is in game is definitely going to be a container. Like she's definitely not a cipher machine. A cipher. She's definitely not a cipher decode like a decoder. But it feels like she is to an extent because like they've made her like this. So if I do this right. See, look at that. That's cool. Jack of all trades, master of none type of survivors. Yeah, that's a problem because it's like we don't really want that. Late game cipher decoder. Yeah, that cipher buff right is only when like you're in a situation where you are very far away from the last cipher that is nearly prime, and you don't know whether you can reach that in time before the cipher gets down. So you steal the cipher that is halfway done, for example, to do the cipher closest to you. I feel like that's one of the main applications of it. So if I do this right, it should go around the corner. Ah, I see, look, that's cool. Or like this, it should go inside the pallet. That's cool. Magic. Yes, magic for real. Boobity bobbity boo. I mean, I like her gameplay, but the thing is that like I hate how passive her skill is. If they just made it so that you can toggle on and off, I think that'll be a lot nicer. She isn't that bad. Yeah, she's just, I feel like she's not bad. She's just average. It's like she isn't bad, she's just average, but the only problem that why I don't like the feel of playing her, right, is the fact that because her skill is on the passive, which makes her feel very like narrow, like you can only play her one way. And there's like nothing else to her skill other than the fact that it's just like, oh, when the hunter is nearby, the bar goes up. And then when the bar is full, you get exposed. That's about it. You don't care about application, you just worry about how abusive you can be for people who throw games. Okay, so you see, it's fine because the thing you're afraid about, which is them taking away cipher machine progress, right? As long as the other survivor touches the cipher machine, it will cancel the transferring. So it's like if somebody touches that cipher over there right now, right, it will stop transferring. She's the cipher vampire, basically. Magician but with a better dupe. Magician, but it's more like Jose. Like, imagine Jose, but the thing is that imagine if its invisibility happened only when a hunter is nearby and you cannot turn it on and off, and you had no choice whether you were invisible or not. She's shy around hunters, basically. At least it'll be easy to come up with accessory effect ideas for her. Actually, but the thing is that like that will make her like the only effect that she has is the aiming and the cipher effect and its the smoke. It's like A tiers will be easier. S tiers will make her feel a bit weird. Because it's like she's one of those survivors where you can't really make her accessories too like over the top, because you know you don't want the trail to be very eye-catching. Shopping Street Central, Shopping Street West, Shopping Street East, Geisha House, Central Station. Central Station? Oh, this thing. Oh, gate. Can put markers? Yeah! Ping system. You can put markers on where you want to go. And be like, it will show up on the map and tell you the direction. It's basically for beginners. In the beginning. Can other survivors see pins? I don't think so. It's only for you. What is side button ability? Side button is basically her decoding skill. The one where she can steal another cipher machine's progress and increase her own decoding speed. Like you see this? This means that it's being the cipher machine is being decoded. So if I decode it right, it will, yeah, see, I can target, for example, oh look, on that side, nobody is decoding the cipher machine and it's 64%. Then you just take, so I can select that one, and when I decode right, it will give me a decoding buff, but it will steal the other cipher's progress. Can you target the other is done sucking? No. Seems to not have a cooldown. It has a cooldown, but it's very, very short, so it basically has no cooldown. If I cancel cooldown, right? Does she have any debuff? Oh, her freaking... She has a really bad rescue debuff. She has 100% rescue debuff. So basically, she rescues a survivor on the chair 100% slower. Like, let me see if I get someone to get down. Joseph recovers faster. Yeah, exactly. Girl takes a sweet time to rescue, for real. But you see, her thing has no cooldown. This aim skill. Hey, why are you going for me? That's illegal. But you see how her passive is just 40 seconds. Why does the glitter follow you sometimes? That's the main part of her skill basically. When she's near a hunter, right? She has this passive where if you're near a hunter, she will turn invisible, but she will leave behind the glitter. And then she has this skill that basically allows you to, like, Yoru from Valorant. Okay, let me show you. Okay, turn the side. Let me see. If I teleport to the hunter, right? If I'm close, you see how she's invisible. She will turn invisible and she'll leave behind the trail. When you're near a hunter, she will turn invisible and leave behind the trail. But the thing is that you see the exposure bar on the bottom. If the exposure bar reaches the top, right, you will be her passive will end. Like the invisible state will end, and the passive will be on the cooldown for like 40 seconds, which sucks. So basically, her entire gimmick, right, is that she can turn invisible, but in this invisible state, she can also use the skill that makes a trail on the other way. Can Nightmare just track her while invisible? Exactly, the thing, yes. Because earlier, right, I was invisible and he was using his freaking charge up skill on me. Like, he was using the mark skill on me, so like, he can see me. She kind of counters the IP. Fine. Can Kisha mark with the butterfly? That's the thing I cannot really test right now because I have no one to test with. But yeah. I'm assuming it just does it like a magician. There might be it's probably the same thing as magician. So like if she has like a butterfly on her or something, it will probably disappear. It's like that's what I mean by like because her skill is so passive, right? It makes her so like not interactive to play. But the thing is that if you could control her toggle, like if you could toggle her invisibility state on and off, right, if the hunter is nearby, then I think it'll be a lot more fun. Because it'll be a game of like trading off basically. So it's like you can choose whether you want to toggle on. If you can toggle, she'd be really strong. I mean, I'd rather her be pretty strong compared to completely mid. Because right now, I don't think she's that usable. Considering how far it goes. I mean, if you send it like this and you turn around in the invisible state, it technically goes pretty far. But at the same time, right, if you were at a less big angle, for example, if you're doing this and you're running this direction, right, it actually doesn't go that far. Like, see, it ends right there. Running on trails give no trails though. What? Wait, what do you mean? Is the cane unlimited? No, it has 2 stacks. You can only use it twice per game. The invisible state thing is the invisible state thing is a passive that can last the entire game, but the cane where she can throw the skill out, right, like this, only has 2 stacks per game. Is it another better / Florian? Yeah. She's in the same situation with Florian currently, where she's pretty mid. She's pretty mid and she's actually not that fun to play. She's like fun to play in concept, but like because it's a passive, right, it makes it really difficult to work sometimes. Does she get another item to use? No. She cannot pick up another item, she's stuck. Like, okay, can we? Oh wait, no, she can. Never mind, I'm talking crap out of my mouth, I guess. She can use up the 2 and she can pick up an item, which is nice. Does that mean you can switch the item? No, right? It just means you can pick up another item. I got a pocket watch. That's awfully ironic. But I feel like Faro plus Powerball into V8. That would be so funny. But the thing is that once she goes out of the invisible state, right, by the way, it will notify the hunter where you are, so there's no point. So it's like if you get too far away, right, it will literally notify the hunter that you dumb. The game is basically saying, you dumbass, why did you go that way? She's on the other side. And then 40 seconds of no invis. Exactly. It's like it feels so like she doesn't feel that strong. She feels very like one way. Because it's a passive. Like if they made the duration shorter, but you are able to turn off the state, I feel like that'll be a lot nicer. So you have to micromanage when it's on, when the invisibility is on and off. Loud actions means fastball too, right? Yes. If you pull on a pallet, fastball anything, it will cancel the state. Where is he? Okay, so if I... Oh wait, I can't because... give me a second. Okay, so if I slow vault now, right? Never mind, it is just vaulting. Never mind, it is just vaulting. A medium vault. Okay, let me try and let me wait for it. Let me just wait for the 40 seconds. Three, two. Okay, now I'm gonna crouch. Nope, she still gets kicked out. Just vaulting. Yeah, any interaction. It's not even loud actions. If you throw down a pallet, slow vault a window or a pallet, right, you will get kicked out. Which is why it's like the passive. If it's passive, it's just not that intuitive. If you think about it, you can spam slow vault. Yeah. That's why I want to toggle. I mean, like, if the toggle had... The thing is that I want a toggle, but I want the toggle to have a cooldown. So that it's like a toggle that you cannot keep on toggling on and off. So it's not easy. So you have to actually think when you're going to toggle it on and off. Because it's like, if you toggle it on too early, it will be like, you know, rampage for 20 seconds. Hi Dada, welcome to the stream. She needs a buff. I feel like she... I don't know. And I don't know how it will feel to say this, but like I don't... I feel like they should make it so that her skill, right? Instead of having only 2 stacks, if she was instead of having 2 stacks, it was just like, it was more like priestess or cheerleader, but it has like a really long cooldown. She's a very nuisance. That's the problem though. Like her, I think this is one of the most niche survivors we've ever gotten. And the thing is that, is she even that niche? Is she just niche, or like I feel like she's not even niche. Like she's just weird. Because technically, right, there's not really a lot of situations where she has an advantage against certain hunters. Like she's still gonna be really horrible against Opera, you know, if you get what I mean. She's better than Flora for now. Kind of. Because at least she has some sort of self-sustain. Yeah, exactly. She has some sort of just waste time skill. She's just a very... She's basically just a really mid survivor. This game is out that they gave her an item limit. Actually, I don't know why they gave her an item limit. Like, 2 stacks is not that much. Or maybe it is. Maybe it's sufficient. I should trust them, right? The thing is that this doesn't work through Windows, but it works on fall, so you can make it fall down and continue running. You can drop 2 trails at once. Yeah, you can. But if you drop 2 trails at once, it's just using up all the skill. So I can technically do this. Yeah. She can't even hide. Yeah, she can't hide. That's another thing. When the hunter is nearby, right, you go into the state, you're invisible, but you leave the giant blue pool on the floor. What if I... Why is my map like this? Oh, it's the new change. Yeah, that like hiding as her is also a bit weird. You can't really hide. I think she's better than... I feel like it's not difficult to outdo Florian, honestly. Since her skill is like an automatic, Hunter can't really do much against. Decoding buff is permanent or not? Yes, it is permanent. As long as there's a cipher you can still progress from, right, you can get 20% decoding buff. It's just I just kind of don't like how little control you have over that invisible state, because it's like there's so many times where it can just go to waste because like you can't help it because it's just a passive. Like if a survivor is kiting near you, then your passive is gone. If you're trying to hide, it kind of exposes your location. Then it's like sometimes the things that the mind game. Another thing is that the mind game requires you to be invisible. And if you're not invisible, and if the you can just kite in one area for like a little long, and then the passive will just disappear, and then you can't use the skill anymore. It's like you have to use it when you're invisible, and you have to use it earlier on as well in the invisible state. You don't want to chase Faro. Yeah. She's like first officer. What like the kind of thing you want to do is just waste their skill and leave. But instead, because she's a passive, right, wasting a skill will just be wasting time. It's like I feel like she needs some sort of change. But the thing is that like in concept her skill is strong, because it's an invisibility skill, and it gives you the option to mind game. But it just feels kind of bad to play her because it's like you don't have much control. Like even when the hunter is nearby, it's like, oh, I kind of just have to use my skill now, huh? If you get what I mean. But the thing is that if I don't use my skill now, I have to wait 40 seconds before it can be effective again. And I think that if they made it able to like go through like, it doesn't make sense. Okay, never mind. It's like right now she just feels too passive to in a way. They really want to use Pebble, I guess. I guess so, Pebble. And not only that, like for a skill that is 40 seconds cooldown, right? The moment you vault or interact with an object, right, it disappears. That's kind of bad. Like, she's definitely supposed. Oh, yeah, she's a survivor that is supposed to be a transition kiter, right? It's cause like if you do anything but transition, then it's like you can't do much as her. In loops you can technically do it, but the thing is that in that loop, right, you have to make sure that you do not use any pallets or throw down anything because it just exposes where you are. I mean, definitely adding the toggle will definitely make her you can see them buffering the character to make it only happen in chase. I still feel like I think, but the thing is, I just don't like how passive. It's like the same problem with Jack, kind of, where it's like you have no choice whether you want to use your skill, you're the one to use the Foggy Blade or not. You just have to use it when it's up, you know. Using them, just trying to make an Ivy counter, maybe, yeah. It's like this is another problem. This is a survivor that is catering to the problem that IDV is having currently. The problem of trying to get people to, you know, trying to get OP or like meta characters less meta by creating newer survivors that go against. But I think it's that like then a lot of the game balance is really thrown off because it makes it really difficult to balance. She does it better than Florian. I mean, Florian is weird. He's in a weird situation. He's like not that great because of how easy his skill can be gotten rid of. And then he's stuck without being able to do anything the rest of the game. I feel like the way to make the most beautiful is right, is just move in a direction and then just switch and just press the same key over and make it like do this, run into objects to make it seem like you're not the thing. I think it's better to double back. I mean, if you do it like this. Running over the trail, but I think that the trail doesn't last that long. So it's like, for example, if I'm doing this. Running over the trail makes no trail, yada yada yada. I mean, it's actually really easy to see whether she double backs or not, because like the, let me try and find for an example. Let me go back to the hunter again. It's like, you see, if I were to turn invisible, right, and I throw the thing in the same direction, it's like you can see it being brighter than normal. Original skin is so pretty, you wonder. I mean, they released the poster for the S tier. Let me show you guys. I can still hear the ciphers for some reason. You don't like her new S skin? It just looks like Ivy's S tier. There you go. Here is Ivy's S tier. Ivy's S tier, sorry. Evelyn's S tier. I mean, in concept, like, I mean, I don't mind it. I have to see the full picture, but she does have a thin, like a more tight fitting dress, like her original costume. Like, and I do like the fact that she has like a pretty big rimmed like hat situation going on. She's kind of new in a Survivor. The hat is so big, but that's exactly why I love it. It's like the big hat is something new for a Survivor. We don't really have it that often. Also, she has a lip piercing. Lip piercing. It's just Ivy. It really is just Ivy. It's like if I zoom in, right, this top half is literally the same. It's literally the same as Ivy's. Like the type of dress that she's wearing, the top half is literally the same as Ivy's, except that instead of ruffles, it's like feather and fur on the top, and the bottom even has the second veil kind of thing, with the with like the embroidery and like the flower foil pattern, right, with the scalloped edges, and then the secondary dress underneath. But the thing is that this time, instead of being a shorter skirt, it's actually a full length kind of like dress situation, which I don't mind. I think she looks expensive, so. And also, A tier options here were really weird. I don't know why they went for Nayat and Weeping Clown. Weeping Clown could have been Professor. Big sigh. Also, the makeup on her face, right, reminds me of, especially the flower mousse like kind of thing, right? Reminds me of Black Queen's SS tier. Like the makeup reminds me of Black Queen's SS tier. They got off the gold and red themes for reveal the same patterns recently. I feel like she looks so much nicer in purple though. If you saw what I did in my Discord server. Like, if she was purple, I would have minded a lot less. Like, let me go and find for it. Yeah, so small. If she was purple, right, I think she would look a lot nicer. The glitters make me see Ivy. It will forever look like Ivy because it's literally the same silhouette. It's the same dress, but the bottom half is different. Anyway, so this is the official one though. The green. She kind of, I don't know, she seems like she's supposed to be some sort of, I don't know, when the character is like supposed to be some sort of evil being, they tend to go with green and this teal color. Like Morpheus Vestibule, or like even now, because right now she's supposed to be like the owner of like a hotel, I think. Like the dress, but it's the color palette. Yeah, exactly. I really do love the big hat though. Like I'm fine, like the hat and like the head and the hair, right? I love it. The dress, I'm just okay. I feel like if they change the color of it, it'll be a lot more bearable compared to what it is now. It's like, I really love her hair. I like the big hat with the peacock feathers and the flower. I love the big rim hat a lot. I love it, love it, love it. It's just that like the bottom half feels so uninspired. Like maybe if she had a boa instead of, or a shawl instead of like the sleeves, it would have been a lot nicer. I'll make an edit later and then we will see how it looks like. If you want to see the edit, I will probably post it on my Twitter or my Discord. I don't know. Yeah, the big hat is a new thing for Survivor, definitely. It's a new thing, period. We don't have a lot of hunters that, even hunters don't really have that really big rimmed hats. So it's kind of nice to see. I really like the hat. Is IDV out of ideas or something? The things that I don't know what they're trying. The things that like the name of the costume is like moth. Really, it's like this moth on the moth on the table, right? It's like I forgot. Is it eagle eye hawk moth or something like? Or is it eagle head? I can't remember. But like that's the she's supposed to be like some sort of like these characters are supposed to be some sort of like insects and relate to some sort of like food chain kind of situation. I guess that's what I'm assuming. But the thing is that I get nothing. Like this does not look like why she just the rest is okay because you see like the other two have like the serpent and like the insect. But then you look at this lady and she's just like a lady, a fancy lady. Like if you get what I mean. Like the warden skin where her mate was a mob. Yes, something like that. But the thing is that we don't get any of that from this S tier. It's like she just looks like a fancy lady. But I want to see the full body, the full costume because right now it's a bit difficult to tell what is going on, especially on the bottom of the dress. I feel like the bottom of the dress is very important right now. Also, I don't know why there's just a random flower over there because it's not like there's like I don't think there's a slit over there, right? Unless it's literally the same as Ivy's situation where it kind of just goes up one side and then like there's a small slit for some reason. Maybe if they give her a veil as well, it would have looked nice. Or do you think that would have been too much? Like if she had a veil coming, like covering her face slightly, that might have made it look nice. It's kind of funny how most of the new survivors aren't really used that much. Yeah, a lot of the new survivors have a problem where I feel like they're not intense enough in the category that they're made for. Like Florian is a support, right? But like, okay, Florian technically could support really well, but the thing is that like he kind of sucks. And like Faro Lady is like weird. She's like good but bad. She's good but kind of bad. Do you think her skill is OP? Not really. I think she just seems really kind of unfun to play currently because of the fact that her skill is so passive. Because they really try. I mean, that's good though. The thing is that like they're making them they are like trying to get them to do multiple things. Like a survivor, the thing is that I don't know. To me, a survivor has always been like, oh, they specialize in one thing, and they are bad or they are mid or bad at most of the other things that they do not specialize in. But right now, the way that they're designing characters is that let's just make them mid in most things. That's like what it seems like to me. They are mid in most things, so that they are not bad at anything, so they can't be not, unused. But the thing is that like because they are right now right like that, the older survivors that are actually good at certain things, it's just like I don't know how to explain, man. You might explain it. Exactly, it's like new survivors, they try and make them balanced by making them like mid at everything. But the thing is that you might as well just use a character that is good at that thing that they are mid at. If you get what I mean. It's like it's a team-based game, but they're trying to make survivors so like average. So it's like most of the things is that the team-based game is like not teaming. It's like I don't know. There's a lot of the. It's been a problem for a kind of a while though. Like where like we're seeing more survivors that are like very. They have no like really specialized. They have They do specialize in something. Like they have a role, but the role isn't very like. They are strictly that role anymore. It's like we can have decoders that are also kiters. We have, like rescuers that are also kiters. It's like there's nothing much that really like there's the only thing that is like really makes them obvious whether they are like one thing or another is if their skill have some sort of relation to ciphers. Where they become a decoder and they're like or like for some reason airplanes with that decoding buff, even though it's a really small decoding buff, still makes no sense why it's there. Or like Lawyer now. Lawyer is a decoder, but then he has a speed boost, veteran's bonus, he can't get terror shock. He has a vaulting buff. It's like he has everything. Again. Yeah, this survivor is gonna be a mid harasser. Yeah, we can tell he's probably gonna be a harasser already. Shoes are cute. Hmm. Currently, she seems very mid, but I'll continue testing her, and when Tippy gets back, I'll probably test with him again. But I will probably won't be streaming it. But I will let you guys know. Like after I try and maybe we chase each other with her or something. Because I think that's the only way I can really like test it right now. If I have someone else to test with. I think he's busy with an exam today. Yeah, because most of her skill is meant for kiting, so there's nothing much I can really test on her currently. I don't think there's anyone with test server in chat right now, right? I hope that. I just want to see some change on her that may help her gameplay wise. Hindi, hindi. I mean, I don't know. There's nothing much I can really think of on how I should be able to use how to use her. Because it's like she's pretty straightforward. Maybe there's certain places where her things move a little more weirdly. And then it should go up the stairs. If I do this, it should go down. Seconds. Woohoo. It goes upstairs. Yeah, basically the way they programmed it is that they probably made an invisible like survivor hitbox that moves. So like for example, right, if I were to aim it straight at this wall, right, it would just stop. You see? Because if it's the same thing. If I were to press the W, right, and I run straight in the wall, I would just stop there. You see? But I think that if I were to aim it at an angle, right? So like if, for example, you see how if I aim straight here, I would just slide. If I were aim it at an angle like this, right, you notice how I would like move like this, right? So if I were to aim it at that angle as well and place it out, it should move. So for the same thing as if I were to do this, right? If I were to aim it straight, it should end once it hits the railing. Or, oh yeah, I'm gonna go spin here. So, if I want it to, for example, if I want the trail to make it look like I was running up the stairs and I turned right, I would have to aim it at an angle like this. So it's like a bit off the wall, right? And I have to press the skill like this so that it runs up and it hits the wall and it continues going. So basically what the hitbox is doing is just this. Yeah. So if I want to make it go the other way, it's just like that. So I'm assuming that's how they programmed it. So you should be able to do a little weird stuff. Make it look like you can make it look like you ran into the pallet like this. Time. Oh yeah, rescue. Okay, let me turn off and teleport. Whoa. 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 It's just so funny. It's like, it's so slow. Install share time? Kind of? Yeah, I guess so. Honestly. I wonder if this spams, if you do this, does it spam notifs? Or is it only when the exposure bar is literally at the top? Technically her chair mind game, her rescue mind game should be pretty strong because like you don't know whether she's actually gonna commit to it and stuff. But the thing is that if your hunter is like Nayad or like someone with a fast attack speed, right, it's gonna be a bit risky. Since it's so slow, right? they have more time to also technically they also have more time to react whether you're going to actually rescue or not. She will be invis though. Does she? I don't think so, because if she was in it will kick her out of the state, no, because it's still considered as interaction. Wait, let me try and get it. Let me try and test that. I can't test on that girl because she's gonna die. Okay, so I turn invisible. If I try and rescue, it ends. So yeah, when she interacts, it ends. So it's like first officer. Wait, this is called restaurant? That is wrong. This is a hotel. Why is this restaurant? Theater, Lion Pagoda, Tailor Shop, Aromatic Indulgence. That's clearly the shop of the name of the shop. This is not a restaurant. This is clearly a reception, and there are freaking hotel rooms up here. There are numbers. This is not a restaurant. I'm pretty sure it literally states hotel out here. Yeah, Aston Hotel. Hi Mopelli, welcome to the stream. I think the other one, this is not a restaurant. This is definitely a hotel. Red Umbrella Alley. Scholar Tree. Lion Pagoda. This place doesn't have a freaking name. What else can we test? I don't think we have other much things we can test, right? All we know is that her invisibility state goes away once you interact with literally anything. And then it's 40 seconds. I really want her to have a toggle on that skill. So it's closer to like Gardener's. It requires, you see that thing, but however that mind game over there I just did over there, right, requires it so that the palette must be either used or broken. I mean, unused or broken. Will there be a stream too when you get someone with you or something similar? I mean, if you guys want me to stream it, I can. It's up to you. If you guys want me to stream it, then I can try to. I'll try to get the try and stream it so they can see the POV of the hunter. But it'll have to be a separate stream from this one because I don't think Pippi will be back anytime soon. I think that's about it for now, right? Yeah, I'm gonna show you how short the cooldown is on this on the decoding passive. Like if I hold it right, you see, look at how fast it goes up. Boom, I can use it again. So it's like, go to that cipher. I wanna select that cipher to. You don't have to be on a cipher, by the way. You can just select which cipher you want to steal decoding from. Can anyone summarize the skill? Okay, so basically, she has two main parts of her skill, basically. There is one passive where she can select a cipher, like this, that she wants to take percentage from, and when she's taking a percentage from a cipher, right, she will decode 20% faster. However, anybody who touches the cipher that I'm stealing progress from, right, the stealing progress will stop. And then there is now then there's the second part of her skill kit, is that when she gets close to a hunter, she will turn invisible and leave a trail. You see this purple, the blue glitter? She'll leave a trail. And you see the bar on the bottom, the exposure bar. If the exposure bar reaches the top right, the invisible state will end. And the hunter will get a notification. The passive has a cooldown of 40 seconds. And her this aim skill, right, is she can aim it in a direction and she can throw out like a false path. If you play Valorant, think of it like Yoru. Like it's a false it's basically something to throw the hunter off that you're going that way but you're not. You can use it while you're invisible and it won't get rid of the invisibility. But that's basically about it. You can only use the trail thing twice, and once you use it twice, right, the item will disappear and you're able to pick up more items. You're able to pick up other items once you use up to 2 charges. But I mean, that's about it. So what do we rate her? Mid AF. Super mid. She's mid, but she's also pretty decent because of how her skill works. Because she can waste time really easily. I probably still will get her S tier, honestly, because I just like her S tier. Midly decent. Yeah, basically. You mean you like Ivy's S tier? Basically. I do like the big rim tat though. Big rim tat. I think it's really nice. I was kind of hoping that she would keep a hat in her S tier, and I'm happy that they kept it. Mid lady. Her S tier is nice though. It's nice, but it's slightly uncreative considering how we literally just the hunter that we just got before her literally has the same silhouette. Just that instead of a shorter skirt, it's like a actual full length, like not full length, but like a tight fitting dress. Can't see Naya's skin properly, but she looks fine. Naya is just okay. Like Naya's skin is like every other Naya A tier. Like giving A tiers to you can count her. I don't know why. Why couldn't it be Professor? I feel like this costume would have looked nice on Professor. This is like the third Art Deco Essence theme. I mean, there's been many other Art Deco themes. Like even COA 5 is technically Art Deco. Art Deco is very common in this game because it's just a nice aesthetic, so they like using it. But I mean, I don't mind the Art Deco reference. It makes really nice costumes. There's Morpheus Vestibule's Art Deco. Now this lady, Faro Lady, Sestia's Art Deco. Envoy is also Art Deco. Then COA 5 is also Art Deco. So it's very that's like very normal. Better than Royal Pantaloons, I guess. I mean, I don't find pantaloons that bad. It just depends on how they use them. It's just part of the aesthetic. And technically, right, this new this Fire Lady's S tier, right, is actually closer to the royal it's like closer to the royal aesthetic than we think. It's just that the patterns are slightly different and she's green. Like if she was red, right, people would assume it's a royal aesthetic. It's just the color scheme that makes it not like the royal themed. I do really enjoy her hat though. I think I would probably still get the S tier because of the hat on him. I'm very simple. I like big hats. Okay, but I think that's about it. So I'm probably gonna end the test server stream here. And then if I get Pippi online and he's able to play test server with me, right, I will probably stream again so that you guys can see in the Hunter's POV or like we can test more stuff. So yeah, I think I'll end the stream here. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys again later if Pippi can make it. Bye bye.